Howdy, and welcome to Broken Tool Garage. This week, I'm going to be finally getting to the break-in on that 360 Mopar that I built like 2 years ago. Finally got it stuffed down into something, and like I said, we're going to get the break-in done. If you have been watching this week, you know that I put out a short video over the break-in, a very epic short video at that. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that, I'm just going to use that for my video little intro part of this. And if you have watched it, well, it ain't going to hurt you to watch it again. So we'll just jump right into it. It's been a lot of work getting to this point. And I consider this phase complete. I bet that annoyed the neighbors. Break-in is now complete. Did get a little bit of red glowing exhaust, which sometimes does happen on an engine break-in. About 10 minutes in, no, it was about 6 minutes in, it ceased and it wasn't all glowy and all that. I did have cardboard sitting right underneath the exhaust though, so I'm glad I got that out of the way, or else I would have had an issue. And the cops didn't show up, so yeah, I think we're good. I think I have an ignition system problem. It kind of cleared up a little bit, but I'm not so sure on my little cheap call that I got right there that it's firing good. Well, I got you turned all kinds of different directions, huh? But it did clear up and everything, so whoo! It's always exciting doing that. Had my earmuffs on, and it's still, I'm a little... Even with those on, this thing's loud. See how my wires are kind of crisscrossed? If you got 8 or 9 millimeter wires, it's not that big of a deal. But with these being crossed over like that, I think it's causing a little bit of issues in there. So I want to get those done a little bit better. Also, the coil that I'm using is a Magnum coil, off like the Magnum Dodge trucks, the fuel injected ones. And that is, I bought a little cheap one. Just for testing purposes, and it did its job. However, that thing's wimpy. I'm quite certain that it's wimpy. I would like to upgrade to a better one, and it's wimpy to the point to where I think it's causing issues. So, but you know, it's like the $4 Rock Auto one, so it did its job. Well, I got my money's worth out of it. So that's the two things I'm going to be doing next. Is just some tidy up stuff there, and well, the truck is still in the garage, so that means I need to prep it for going outside. So that's getting some of this stuff back in here off the truck, getting the drive shafts in. Yeah, it's a split shaft because of that transmission that's in there. It's a stubby transmission. And then I'm not going to work on brakes. Then I need to figure out where I'm going to put it because I'd really like Jim to be inside. There's some tidy up stuff that I want to do on Jim as well. But as far as this year, because it's now December, I'm going to kind of dial down on the heavier duty mechanic work, do a little bit of light duty work, and boards and stuff. I have things around the house that I want to take care of. Oh, you saw a box there. That'll be another little reveal video. I bought something on Black Friday, but that's not this video. Okay, so that'll tidy up what's going to be coming up next. So, like I said, this is just, you know, you saw the meat and potatoes of it in the short, and that was the point of it, is to go through and do that. You see the grill. I want to, you know, get the grill on here. I need to drain all the oil out on the engine, get good oil put in it, get a good filter put in there. And what that's doing is all the break-in stuff. So there's, yes, I have the filter, but there's still fine elements and still, you know, fine particles. anything that was left in the engine, it's getting that out. And more importantly, all this oil and braking grease and all that stuff that I slop it all over the cam and lifters, it gets all of that stuff out in good clean oil. That engine, that oil got warm, because I know those headers are warm whenever I was doing that break-in. The other thing I want to do, something good to do after you do a break-in, maybe I'll stop shaking you around. So the other thing I want to do, and it's always good once you build an engine and you've done a couple heat cycles, is to go back and tighten down your bolts. So I have intake bolts that I want to tighten down, oil pan bolts, water pump bolts, timing cover bolts. Probably go through and pull the valve covers off, double check all my rocker settings, because I do have adjustable rockers on here, and just do a good little tidy up on all these things since we've heat cycled the engine and ran it up, right? But I'm not really going to video that kind of stuff. I'm just letting you know these are things to do. These are pretty basic things, and do you really want to see me doing that, right? You want to see more cool stuff. But anyways, I think that'll tidy this one up, and I'll see you next time on Broken Tool Garage.